can move over.
Move over.
Oh, she's not coming?
He's on
Kobe's
Zoom.
Kobe's online.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to call the September 4th meeting of the Economic Development Subcommittee to order. The meeting is held at the Municipal Building, Council Chambers, second floor. Note to residents, all citizens are welcome to attend meetings in person. To view the live meeting remotely, citizens are encouraged to watch the live stream on Franklin Town Hall TV YouTube channel or the live broadcast on Comcast Channel 9 and Verizon Channel 29. Meetings are also archived by the Franklin TV on the Franklin Town Hall YouTube channel and shown on repeat on Comcast Channel 9 and Verizon Channel 29. For those who missed the live meeting, to listen to the meeting remotely, citizens may call in with this number 1-929-205-6099. This will not permit participation in the meeting. To participate in the meeting remotely, citizens are able to join a Zoom webinar. With the link is on the agenda that's on the Town Hall website, the town website. Any participant who wishes to speak during the webinar must enter their full name and email address when joining the webinar. All participants will be automatically muted upon joining the webinar. In order to speak, participants who have entered full name and email address need to select the raise hand function to request to be unmuted. All speakers will be required to state their full name and street address before commenting. Tonight, with me in council chambers is Councilor Sheridan and Councilor Chandler. Councilor Frangillo is online. So tonight we are going to give an update on the branding project, the selection committee update and recommendation. And I'm going to throw it over to Amy.
All right, great. Thank you very much. Just want to give, a lot has happened since our last meeting when we were talking about the call for proposals. Just want to give a quick update on the project and just a reminder for everyone who haven't been following this project. The purpose of this initiative is to create consistency among departmental communications, drive economic development, differentiate Franklin from other communities, and really just showcase the vibrancy of the Franklin community. So when the branding project is finished, the project will provide the town with a usable town seal, where it's clear and consistent across departments, a logo with a tagline or slogan, templates for town departments and a toolkit, and brand guidelines for our departments to be able to follow when they're creating communications to our community. The new imagery will be used on the website, social media, marketing materials, all those great things. And it will be a catalyst for the next phase of this project, which will be marketing and wayfinding. So, and just a reminder, because we have received several questions, the branding project is being funded through a state economic development earmark, which was enacted by Governor Baker back in November of 2022. So just an update for all the committee members. The selection committee, which consisted of myself, Corey Shea, who is our Director of Arts, Culture, and the Creative Economy, Director of Planning and Community Development, Brian Taberner, and the Chair of the EDC, Melanie Hamblin. We met, we put out a call for proposals on Monday, July 29th, and those proposals were due on Monday, August 26th, and we received 5 proposals from very qualified and capable designers. We were able to meet with all of them last week and interview all of them, and we got great feedback and lots of great information. And after that, we were able to choose who we would like to lead the branding project. And for that, we decided to pick AJ Rebecki. So if you saw the packet, we put everyone's proposals in there if you want to take a look at all the various proposals. But AJ was very qualified. He's actually a Franklin resident, which is wonderful news. And he knows a lot about the town, so that will be really good. We feel like he'll have a lead into this project because he lives here and is very familiar with the town. So,
And he actually saw that we were doing this on All About Franklin,
yes, he did.
right?
Yeah.
And he noticed that there was a bit of a commotion, and he wanted to see what it was all about. And then he thought, wow, I'd like to, participate in that
Yeah.
exercise, right?
Yeah, he read the call for proposals and says, I think I can do this, and he certainly can. He was the creative director for Wayfair for 4 years. He drafted Wayfair's brand, visual identity, and talent marketing strategy. So he definitely has the experience and is very qualified. He's now has his own company. He's a freelance designer and consultant here in Franklin. So that's who we chose, and you have the packet in front of you. If you have questions for us, I'm happy to answer the questions. Our next steps will be AJ will come and meet with our town departments, department heads, and he'll go through just some questions with them, what some of their feedback and what they're looking for in a brand, and then we'll be coming to the EDC. The plan would be on the 18th of September, and we'll finalize the scope and strategy and goals of the project. So,
I just want to let everybody know that Councilor Frangillo is now in the chambers with us. Welcome, Kobe. I'm sure he wants to look through everything. Do you want to, would you like to tell people about how we had to screen people and what we had to go by?
Sure. So because of the amount of this project, under $50,000, really what we had to do was make sure that the designers met the minimum qualifications. They were able to do the project within the timeline that we had put out in the call. They had to have references, which we've checked all the references, and then we had to go with the lowest price. So, but they had to meet all the qualifications as well and have experience doing projects similar to this one. So.
Yeah, and I think all of them were capable. That's kind of how I feel. Like we all thought everybody was capable, but AJ just had something a little different, and he's from Franklin. But there was another person who's really good at wayfinding, and it was very exciting to talk to that person about wayfinding and what they would do.
And I think with the second phase, when we decide to do that, we'll have to put out another RFP, and at that time, we would highly, recommend that people put in for that as well.
Yeah.
And I would agree that everyone that interviewed with us was highly capable and able to do the job.
It was really fun,
Yeah.
right? I mean, everybody was really engaged. They were excited about the prospect. They all had really good ideas why communities need their own brand. And so it was a learning experience as well as just something that was very interesting and a lot of fun as well.
Another quick update too is that we did launch the community survey for people in the community to provide feedback and what they would like to see as part of this branding project. And we closed that last Friday, August 30th, and we received over 500 responses. So we were really happy with all the feedback. I will be taking some time this week to really digest all that information, and I'm happy to share it with all of you once I can put it in formatting that everyone can read and digest. So, and I'll also be sharing it with the designer so that they can use that information to help influence the design.
Yeah. Corey, do you have anything to add? Corey Shea's here. She was on the selection committee.
Yeah.
No, come on up. Go. I think that the microphone's working.
Just turn it.
Hello, everyone. What I really liked that AJ mentioned in our conversation was change management and being open to the community process, which really struck a chord because that's really what we're doing. Okay. We're working
Don't
together.
turn away.
Like,
Speak right
we're working together effort to really reflect the community as a whole through visual branding, which can be difficult, and AJ really seemed to understand the aspect of unity, as we were saying, unity.
Yes, that's right, that's right.
But change management, really was encouraged by that.
Does anyone have any questions for Amy or Corey or myself even? No? Kobe does. He has to.
Honestly, I had a whole bunch of questions. You've answered all the ones that I came in with. So thank you, and thanks to everyone that put time behind this. Yeah, do we have any sense of how much were we able to like walk through with him, like our expectation? Like, are we confident that we have a shared understanding of? You know, it's a weird. It's not like a standard project. We're not a company. Does he have an expectation and understanding of what we have to offer and what we're expecting?
Yes, and I think that we're going to really refine that through our meetings with the selection committee, which will be next Monday, our meeting with the town departments, which will also be next Monday, and then we're going to further, solidify it on the 18th with the EDC. So once he kind of collects that information, we're going to provide him the surveys, our brand audit information that we've already done, and then he'll get feedback from the town departments. Also in the call for proposals, I outlined that, with pictures of what we're looking for. I used Amesbury's recent brand. They just did this branding and marketing in their community. So I just used pictures of those so that they have an idea of what we're not looking for visually, but just, the different lockups for each department and what we're looking for so that we're all using the same images for our social media and our business cards and for the website design and for the social media, like when we're putting information on there as well. So we'll definitely go through that more, clearly, but I think that they all do this work, and so I think it's pretty common for them to know what's in a brand guide and all that.
Yeah,
I think it's more for us to feel comfortable that we
Right.
know what's in the
No,
brand guide.
that's my biggest fear is that,
Yeah.
like, is he aware that, like, we don't fully know what we're asking? Like,
Yeah.
we're going to remember, like, oh, and we also need, like, a masthead for the Facebook, there's going to be those sort of things that
Yeah.
we hadn't thought of.
And we can ask him to walk us through all that. So then it will trigger things like, oh, are we also going to have this? Or, and
Yeah.
make sure that that all of that is encompassed. And also, what I found out through this process is that the brand guidelines don't always have, a kind of a roadmap for the do's and don'ts of social media. And through some of the feedback I received when we put out the calls, some of the designers said, do you want that? And I said, oh, yes, we do. So I'm glad that you said that. So we made sure that we asked those kinds of questions in the interview process, and that was incorporated in, the pricing proposals that were provided to us.
Yeah, and also the guidelines, like the brand guidelines, we talked about that a lot with everybody and what they would have in it, in the training, and how do we get people to buy into it, our town staff. So there was a lot of discussion about that. I think AJ, like he did that with Wayfair, with the 8,000 employees to get everybody to do the same thing. And so he understands change, like Corey said, but also like how to train people and how to get them to think a little differently.
And I think we're really doing this at a good time when we're also doing the website redesign, and we're going to be doing 3 days of training for, designated people within each department to know how to do, to upload things to our new website and, put things on it. And so people will be kind of in that mindset already. So the hope is that we can kind of do those trainings close to each other so that not only are they learning how to do the website redesign, with the new upgrade, but also know how to use Canva and upload the different
Templates.
already formatted templates and all that, so.
I think that's key, is the templates, and to make sure that people know what to use, so people out there can recognize what's officially from the town of Franklin. Right.
Yep.
Kobe?
Yeah, for all very impressive. The fact that we had so many with other towns, including the Amesbury, and just some of the packages that people put together are very impressive. Yeah, my only fear with AJ is I got the sense that he's working on his own, and yeah, that be having some constraints. But it's also the lowest price point, I think.
That's correct.
Right.
Yep. And I feel, when we asked about that as well, and I think that he's at a good time right now where he can focus solely on this for us.
Yeah.
So I think that will be good. And he's right in town too, so.
We can find it.
Yeah, cool. Well, I'll trust you guys.
I mean, I understand about the fact that he's only one person, but there were
There were others that are just one,
And
and
there
then
would-
many were just, a handful.
maybe there would be 2 people on our
Yeah.
project, but no one would put a lot of people on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And we're not necessarily asking
You
for,
gotta come up.
sorry. We're not necessarily asking for a marketing strategy. We're just asking for the cohesive visualization of it. So I think having this one person show focusing on design is really what we're looking for.
Yeah.
And I got a feeling from AJ that he's already thinking about it.
Yeah.
Like he already,
Yeah.
like he wants to have something that shows people what's great about the town that he lives in,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
right? And sets it aside. And I think he probably already, like while we were interviewing him, he's already like, I think he was already figuring out what he wanted to do. But, so we'll see though. We don't, that's the thing. That's the scary thing. We
Yeah.
have to put our, we have to jump and why not support somebody local?
Exactly. I was just going to say that. That also was like the shining, jewel of this moment is that we have the opportunity to support a local business within our town. It's like we're doing exactly what we're asking everybody else to do here. So that's also a lovely sentiment.
It's really funny, like, because he said, like, I don't know if it was him, but it was like, well, it's not like art or something. It's like a, you go through this process, and I'm like, that's art. To me, it's art.
Yeah.
But it's not for him, but I don't know.
But he'll be here on the 18th and,
Yeah.
can
Great.
introduce him to everyone and be able to ask him further questions as well.
Yeah.
So.
Great.
Anything else?
I mean, it was a hot start. I mean, he sold me on the first page or second page. Was it?
Mr. Pizzini smile?
Yeah. That does take a little, some knowledge. Yeah, my fear with there's also too close to home, especially if you're one person, where it's like, oh, here's how I view Franklin, but
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have opportunities through conversations that
Definitely.
that won't be.
Yeah.
There'll be other inputs.
Brian, anything? No? Okay. Anything to add?
No, I just, encourage people to come to the meetings and share their feedback.
Yeah. Corey, anything? You're good?
Yeah.
All right. Well, this was exciting. It was a lot of fun. And thanks to Brian, Corey, and Amy for, and especially Amy for putting all this together.
Yeah.
And all the people were really interesting. So thank you for being on, participating, and we'll continue to work on it. And with that, I would accept a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Recording stopped.